Hello once again everybody, welcome back to Full Play Games. My name is Tom and this is Satisfactory, of course. You'll notice that a few things have changed since the last episode. It has been quite a long time actually. If I bring up the escape menu down there, we're at 5 hours now. Very nearly 5 hours. So I've done a little bit of reorganising. I've put some belts in, I've put some splitters in, and I've got a good old production line going, and this has been running for a few hours now, so we have quite a few items. In fact, we've got enough for, I'll just open that for now, we've got enough to complete this logistics milestone. So yes, one of those milestones released the lookout tower, so I built one here just to have a good overview. I kind of like it at this. Come on, let's go down. Let's go down the stairs. There we go. So yeah, everything's working nicely. We've got enough for moving on. We've probably got enough for a lot. For a lot more milestones going forward. So what we'll do is, I quite liked this sort of time in the morning, so that's a little bit too bright, so I'll make it like 9 in the morning. That's it. That'll give us some nice shadows and we won't be blinded anymore, so we'll enable flying. I seem to remember having all of my stuff in my pockets already. Yes, I do. Look at that. So the very first thing we'll do in this episode is just unlock this. Just unlock this milestone.
Milestone reached. Improved versions of conveyor belts and conveyor lifts are now accessible. To encourage additional verticality, conveyor poles now have a stackable variant.
So that's lovely. What we have now is everything we need to create our first factory. So I need a lot of plates. I'll grab a couple of stacks of rods. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to need screws. I will need screws because I'll need to make some advanced plates. I shouldn't need too much in the way of wire, so I'll only grab a stack of that. A stack of that. I need plenty of concrete. Plenty of concrete. Well, it might as well be in my pocket as opposed to being in these containers. So yes, there's a certain amount of balancing going on here. It's all just working nicely. I mean, obviously there's no cheats here. This is all just time. I mean, okay, so we've run out of iron ore. We'll put some more iron ore in while we wait. I'm always running out of iron ore. Obviously I'm going to have to get miners and all the rest of that set up first. But in the meantime, what we need to do is get our little biomass factory going. So there we go. I've dumped it in there, and I can now walk away and do something a little bit more interesting. So the question is, how exactly are we going to be doing our foundations for our base? You know, what will we be using as an origin point? I say we just build over here and have done with it. So you've got a nice open area. The first thing we'll need is yes, I've got another couple of mods. One of these is these stat screens. We'll have a little look later. So we'll start with a 4-meter foundation. Let's line it up north. That's lovely. Bring it forward a bit. Plunk it there. I think that's fine. I mean, it sunk into the ground, which is okay. But it's fairly flat here, so I think we can go a bit lower. The 2 metre foundation will just snap on the side. Yeah, we'll get the 1 metre foundation out, put it there, slide one underneath, and we'll use that as our base. I really should add those to my hotbar here, shouldn't I? So pop that on 5. We'll need walls. Clicked entirely the wrong one there. 5 and 6. You see, we've not got much at all to build with. Still. So if we take that out, that looks fine there, doesn't it, actually? Yeah, we'll run with this. We're going to clip through that a bit if we do, though. It is nice to get a bit of height. It's nice to get a bit of height, really, above the ground. Should we try 2? I think we should try 2. There we go. See, that's more or less the same height, isn't it? And we'll see. Yeah. Oh, look, see, that rock only just comes through. So yeah, we'll start with a 2, and we'll go from there. I'm not entirely sure how wide we need to make this yet. I haven't really done anything in the way of planning. I think I should have done. 4 wide should be more than enough, though. Now, the reasoning is that I wanted to start with I wanted to start my biomass factory after I unlocked Logistics Mk2, because Logistics Mk2 gives us the Mk2 conveyor belts, and we need those when we come to the leaves, because we use so many leaves. We will need 2 storage containers to start with. Because one of them will be one of them will be for wood and one will be for leaves. So we stick this in here, but I kind of want it sticking out of a wall, if you see what I mean. I want like a wall there. How does that look? Does that look alright? Can we like access it from here? Yeah, we can. That's fine. That looks really strange. Should I nudge it back this way a bit? We'll see. We'll see. Let's get another storage container. So that's there. If we nudge it and nudge it another one through, and we'll see how that looks. I think I prefer that. I think I prefer that one. Let me know in the comments which one you prefer, but I think I prefer that one. It looks more... It looks better as if that's actually like an input to something, rather than that, which really does look as if it's clipped through a wall. Doesn't it? I mean, you can see the wall in that hole, but over here, that hole is a decent hole. Right, so yeah, let's get rid of that. Now, can we build it? Yes, we can just build it there. Awesome. That's in line with that. That should be in line with the middle of that. Lovely. So yes, we are beginning. So what we need is constructors, isn't it? What do we actually need for a construct? Oh yeah, I've got recipe maker as well. We'll get to that. So constructor. So yeah, I need quite a few of those advanced plates. So we'll have to make a few of those. But we've got plenty of stuff. So excuse me for a while we make some of these. Okay, that should be enough. And once again, I'm flying while I'm doing it. Oh, dearie me. I completely forgot I did that. Right. It's looking alright over there for now. So yes, we need constructors. We'll pop that down there as 7. That's it. I'll just put it here for now. just so that we can get an idea of timings and balancing and stuff. So we've got biomass leaves, so that produces 60 per minute. It takes 120 per minute. This is where we need the Mark II belts. So that's 120 per minute, and that produces 60 per minute. That's fine. That's lovely. So we can just leave that one there. If we get our other one out, there we go. Biomass wood is 60 per minute, so that's fine, but that produces 300 per minute. That is an insane amount of stuff. We can't get all of those out at once, you know, with our current belt capacities. So we're just going to have to manage with the highest speed belts we can. So let's belt these up now. So this one here is 60 in. This one here is going to have to be our Mark II, like that. We'll eventually figure out exactly what we need to put on those. The container screens will help with that. I don't have signs or anything yet, so let's get some more of these out. I could zoop. But let's see. Just a few more. So what we're going to be outputting is a 60 and 120. So we need to have some sort of splitter, and maybe even a merger somewhere as well. But we'll just put that one in front of that for now, so that we can see what our solid biofuel is going to be like. So this takes 120 per minute and produces 60 per minute. So at the moment, we can only deliver 120. We can only get 120 out of that. So that will feed into one of these normally. This is outputting 60, which is well within the realms of that. Oh, dearie me. Yeah, so we don't really need splitters, do we? We needed the updated... so, yeah, we'll move it back a bit. I mean, yes, we needed the updated... belts. That's it, sorry. A bit of a brain fart there. We needed the updated belts, but we don't need the... We don't really need splitters and mergers until we reach the end. So this, we're fine for that. We're fine for 60 per minute. That's 60 per minute in here, which we haven't set yet. So there we go. So that's going to be half of this, which means we're only going to be producing 30 per minute out of there. In here, we're getting 60 per minute, but we can only output 120, so that's fine. When we unlock a new level of belts, that will help. This is only going to be getting 60. No, this will be getting 120 per minute, so that'll be outputting 60 per minute, which means that we need a merger. No, it's not that, is it? It's logistics. There we go. Conveyor merger. Slap that in the middle, or shall I slap it to one side? I'll pop it to one side over here, shall I? I'm trying to think in future. Well, if it's in future, I'm going to have to, like, move these apart to put other stuff in the middle. So, anyway, so which way will be more likely to expand? More likely to expand that way, so I'll put it here. There we are. That's outputting 60, so we only need Mark 1 belts for this bit. Mark 1 belt. You'll need another container to store the output, like that. That's just about right. So that, Mark 2, hook it up, and slap our walls in. Yeah, see, it does kind of go over the edge a bit. So yeah, we'll stick with that. We'll open that out for a kind of a door. I mean, we don't have doors or anything like that at the moment. So yeah, we're in zoop mode. Zoop across. We'll leave a gap for like a window, just to let a bit of light in. Put that across there. We'll get rid of that to give us another doorway. Bink. There's absolutely no aesthetic appeal to this factory whatsoever. Until we unlock some stuff. And then we'll put a little one foundation roof on the top. We'll just go around the edge, just to show where it's going to be. Because the next stage, of course, is hooking it up with power. That one to there, that one to there, that one there. And then we'll take the power and plop it there. See, until we get the wall connectors, that's just going to have to do. It's a bit janky, but that'll have to do. Oh no, that's there. I wanted it out a bit, didn't I? Oh well, never mind. Yeah, I don't want to dismantle anything now. Here we are. So yes, let's put it here where we can actually see where it's going to go. We can't. We can't see where it's actually going to... Oh, there we go. There we go. So we just need to rebuild this Mark II belt. Mark II, there we go. We are all set and ready. What we need to do is hook it up to power. So for now... Can we fit anything in on there? No, we can't. We're just going to have to hook it straight up there. And that will have to do. So, I haven't got my chainsaw on me. Or any kind of biofuel. But, look at all this stuff we've still got on board. We've still got loads of stuff. And that does look terrible. That does look terrible. But yeah, until we get some of the other building parts, it's going to have to do. It really will. It's just going to have to do. So I should still... I've got plenty of stuff in here. So grab some of that. Grab that. Grab that. And that. And my chainsaw. I'm not entirely sure what I can use the petals for just yet. Yes, painting and stuff, but I'm sure you can use them for biofuel at some point as well. So let's equip our chainsaw. Don't worry, Mr. Blimp, I'm not going to go for you. So what we need is to put the... which one's this? This was leaves, wasn't it? Haven't got many leaves. This was wood, haven't got many wood. What I can do, of course, is shove a load of the... Oh, I need 4 wood for that anyway. That's fine, that's fine. We'll put our biomass in here. And it will start producing all of that lovely biofuel. I'm just going to put that in there. Just to get it moving. Right, yeah, we're out of biomass. That's coming through. So there we go. We can put most of the biomass, the biofuel in there. We'll keep a bit on board for the chainsaw. And there we go. She's moving lovely. We've got plenty of fuel. They're ready for our power plants. Yeah, the resources didn't stay in there long enough for the container screens to update properly. So let's go crazy. Oh, there we go. Let's just go absolutely nuts. That is a lot of stuff. I've got 1,000 leaves already. That was a couple of minutes. Let's get rid of the chainsaw now. I really want more hand slots. So this is leaves. Lots of leaves. There we go. And this is wood. Where's my wood? Is that all the wood I've got? Ah, interesting. Okay. That should... There we go. It's coming through on the screen now. So we know exactly where to put our things. Just disable flying. And here we are. All that stuff is being fed through. It's coming through on these belts. And it's going through into our big storage container. So, you know what the next step is, don't you? Power plant. Oh yes. Now, I'm thinking we put it up top. I mean, there's absolutely nothing saying that we can't go up now that we have verticality. Absolutely nothing. Alright, so I just had to cut there for a moment. Now then, our power plant needs to be... well, I think we can afford quite a few of these, don't you? I certainly do. Let's put it right in the corner like that. No, that's not lined up properly. I'm going to get it right. Going to get it right eventually. Can't quite fit an extra one on. Oh well, that's fine. We'll give a little bit of room in between. Not much. I think this is pretty much as many as we need. Because that will probably be more than enough. I'm building a power pole there, aren't I? So just lift that up there. It's going to have to do that, something like that. Just daisy chain them together. That mod is incredibly useful because you'd have power poles just going everywhere. Otherwise, what we need to do now is feed them with fuel and we'll have lots and lots of power for the rest of our factory. I mean, it's not ideal having to do it like this. But there we go. So the question, of course, is going to be how do we get up here? Because we need it to be accessible even when I'm not using area actions. We have ramps, so I think we'll have a ramp maybe down here. Should we do it that? Do it down the side? I think so. I think so. Let's see. Come on, give me ramps. A nice steep ramp. Like that, like that. Like that. Then we can get our little flat platform. Of course, it wants us to zoop. So that will do. Can't really fit that in under there. There we are. No, I don't want to zoop anymore. I just want normal placement. There we go. And then we get rid of that. So now you can come down here. Let's say we don't have area actions for some reason. Oh look, we're down here. Maybe we could have a little ramp. Maybe we could have a little ramp here, just to make things a bit easier. There, rotate, rotate, there we go. There we are. We've got a ramp, we can come up, go over here, grab all of the biofuel we have. Let's sort that. We'll leave the rest in there so we can just walk up. Have a little look through the hole. And then here we are. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We have 10 of them. So we need to split these into 10. Oh, great. This is going to be interesting. Well, that's 8. Ah, that'll work. We'll just do 8 until we get some more. 125. 125. Look at all of this. We've got more power. I mean, we really need all that biomass processed downstairs, don't we? Look at that, 310 megawatts from where we were at 70. So that is a pretty big increase, and we're not even completely full. So yes, we just need to get the rest of our biofuel produced. I mean, we did stick a load in here, didn't we? But we don't really need to hang around. Let's grab all of it. Grab. Sort that out. There we go. We've got lots of biofuel. It's not a problem at all. Not anymore. Not now that we've got our fuel and power plant set up. Very nice. So that's only about 20-25 minutes, something like that. We can continue. Basically, what other biofuel? Yeah, so there. Look, we've still got leaves going through, but we've not got any more wood. We'll harvest a bit more, just to lots of leaves down here. We can just pick up all in one go, thanks to this. There's some wood down there. It's not really the leaves we want, but we've got lots of them. Over there, over here. I mean, clear cutting an area really isn't all that nice. Oh, look at all these patchy leaves now. It's too patchy. A little bit more, come on. It's the wood I really want, because wood is good. Wood is far more... Oh, hello, dude. Wood is far more efficient than just a load of leaves. I'll take this down too. Come on, let's get this big one. Look at that. That's so much stuff. So much stuff. I'll leave that. I think I'll leave that, at least for now. We've got some nice grasslands going on. There's still a bit of greenery around. Yeah, that's fine. It doesn't look as if I've completely raped the landscape. Right. So, yeah, so let's put this back with area actions. Oh, we don't have that many leaves left. There we go. All the leaves in there. And all the wood. Oh, hello, little chickie. What are you doing? Aww. Yeah, see, that's producing quite a lot. That's coming in 120, that's producing... That's all going very nicely. This one here, of course, is not producing as much as it could by the look of it. It's definitely... So that's taking... That should take 120. That is a... no, that's right, because this only produces 60 per minute. Right. Yes. I remember now. that will only be half efficiency. It's just how it works, unfortunately. Take all of that. Let's go upstairs and put some back in again. Got these ones over here that we need. So we've got quite a lot. We have got quite a lot now. So we'll put all those into quarters like they were before. Slap 124 in there. See, we've only used 2 biofuel in each one. You know what? I'm just going to load them up. Stick as much as I can in these. We've spread out as much of it as we can, right? So they're all going to be running. And we're now at 370 megawatts. And that's pretty much it. That's all my biofuel. Pressed escape once too many. But yes, that's everything we can do up here until all of that biomass that I've just harvested comes through and helps us. We'll fill that up again. Could do some more concrete on the go because that stopped as well. So grab all of that. Grab all of that. So the next thing we need to do, I would say, is to set up something to automate the production of advanced plates. Because that's something we currently don't have automated yet. I mean, this thing does get through 1,000 items pretty quickly. And there we go. It's coming through. Go in there, produce the stuff. So how are we looking for? 724, that's good. A lot of wire and cable. Plenty of screws. Okay, so let's see what our next milestone is going to be. Tier 0 is done, of course. Oh, there's Sky UI, which is another mod I've installed. Not entirely sure what this does. Not entirely sure what that does. I'll just knock it on the head and get it out. I'll just knock that one on the head and get that out. It's going to be 2 minutes until the pod returns, so we can have a bit of time. Recipe copier, I think we can probably leave that for a while, as with the packing expansion. Field research, that gives us a map, which is incredibly useful. The MAM, object scanners, beacons, that gives us a lot of fairly useful stuff. In addition to a hand slot, which is what I was just wanting, and more inventory slots, which are always useful. Next we've got part assembly. That will give us the assembler and allow us to actually make something to go in the space elevator to unlock other tiers. So that's certainly next on the list. And look, we can already afford it. It's just a case of waiting out the time for the pod return. Jump pads, as I've said before, I'm not really interested in jump pads. Not really, no. Resource sink. We do kind of need that because we get the awesome shop, which means we can then start to unlock some useful and pretty components so that we don't have a great big concrete box. So it looks like we need to grab ourselves some more wire. First of all, though, we'll do the field research. We need the wire for that anyway. And look at that, it's only 20 seconds away. So we'll grab plenty more of the wire. We'll grab a little bit more. Another stack of these. That's fine. And there we go, it's just arriving. So we can get this one on the go. There's that. Give some of those. Give some of those. And fire it off.
Milestone reached. The molecular analysis machine, referred to as the MAM, will allow R&D to provide new technologies, items, and buildings based on samples collected in the field. To ensure a greater chance of success during exploration, an upgraded tool belt has been provided, as well as an object scanner and beacons. Note: the object scanner requires calibration via the MAM to enable detection of specific objects.
Yes, fantastic. Oh, another message.
The map has been unlocked.
Woohoo! So I'll have a look at the map now, shall we? So I have been on a little bit of a wander around. I have come down here. I've come over here a bit as well. There's not really an awful lot on there at the moment, to be honest. I mean, we know where our hub is. It's on this little outcropping. That's kind of nice. That's kind of nice information to know. So yeah, I've had a bit of a right click to move around. That's fine. Yeah, I've had a bit of a look around, but as you can see, we haven't really been anywhere at all. It looks as if the map loops around there, doesn't it? That's interesting. Anyway, that's the map. That's going to be fairly useful in the future. Let me see, what else is there? Oh yes, we can finally have both area actions and our chainsaw at the same time. I can now scroll between them. I haven't got any fuel for it because I've put it all into the generators, but there we go. There we go. Yeah, we'll leave that one there for now. As it happens, how are these looking? Oh, that's still got half a stack. That's still got half a stack. That's perfectly fine. How are these looking? They've also got more than half a stack. That's going to last us forever, especially that we've got all of those all running in parallel. It's fantastic. Fantastic. Right, so yes, we need to put all these things in for part assembly. Can we actually load them up yet? No, we can't. There's nothing to load them into. Let's see then. How about the MAM? What do we need for the MAM? Oh, we're fine for the MAM. Yeah, so that's there. If I stick that right over here, sort of behind there, like that, that's it. That's the MAM built. We'll sort all this out properly later. Look at all of this. We've got nothing to research yet. But it's there. It's there. Can probably build the object scanner. Change the object scanner. There we go. We could build 7 of them if we wanted. Not that we particularly do, but we could. And then we've got the beacon. So our pod is back. Let's get rid of some of these. Sort them. Need a few more of them. There we go. And we can start assembling stuff.
Milestone reached. More complex assembly of parts can now be automated. Project assembly parts can now be constructed and sent up via the space elevator. Note: project parts are too complex to produce by hand.
Yes, indeed. So what exactly do we need for the assembler? Well, of course we need rotors. Of course we do. Guess what we haven't been able to build yet? Yes, the rotors. So we'd need to automate those as well. Oh, blimey. Oh dear. Now, the question would be, is if you're just building a quick factory like I've done here, for those is, do you hook them into these? Or do you put a separate container to feed into them? I think it would be the second option, because we kind of need, we don't want to drain these just to feed assemblers. So right now we need that and that. So it'd be very nice to have these automated. So if we just have 2 of those for now, just the 2, that's fine. That means 8 rotors. What do we need to make rotors? See, it's been a while since I've had to do stuff by hand. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I can build enough. It'll just take a little bit of time, that's all. It's just screws. It's just rods. It's all iron things anyway. So yes, at some point we will have to properly automate these things with like miners and things. You know what? We can grab that. Scroll it that way. 1, 2, and 3. This is just a temporary thing. So yes, 1 there, 1 there, and 2 of them there, which is where things go when we're finished. So this we will do not smart plating. Oh look, we need modular frames too. We don't actually need those just yet. So all we need are those 2 items to produce these smart platings. So that's that and that. That's that and that. It doesn't really matter which way around these go, I don't think. So rotors. Still that 100 screws per minute. 100 screws per minute. Screws in this game are ridiculous. And that's why I've got one of my other mods, because that's going to help that a lot. Ah, dearie me. Produces 4 of those per minute. So, anyway. It's a Mark 1, a Mark 1 and a Mark 2. That's all we're worried about right now. So this one is reinforced iron plate. That needs 60 screws per minute. Ah, dear. I'm not producing that many screws. I'm really not. Anyway, this isn't going to be a balanced, optimized, efficient factory. This is going to be a factory that just works. Not there. So that just needed 60, didn't it? We'll put that as 120. We'll give you the 120 there as well. Switch back to the Mark 1 there. And these are both Mark 1s coming out there as well. Let's just double check. 5, 30, 60, yes. So those are all Mark 1 belts. 4, 20 and 100. Yeah, that's fine. That is fine. So hook them up to power. That's the wrong button. That. Take this. That one, yes. We'll feed off that one. Lovely. So what we need to do now is shove stuff in. So we'll take all of that. We'll take all of those. And all of that. Oh, dearie me. So shove all of them in there. This one is plates. All the plates in there. All the rods in there. And there we go. That should be it. That should be fine. Once these get enough items to start working, that'll be fine. I might very well need to do a second screw. A second screw container just to increase the throughput. But look, we're starting to get these through now. That's great. And rotors. So, it's now just a matter of time. And anyway, our pod's back, so we can get on with the next milestone, which I think is going to be the awesome shop. I think that's probably a good thing, because we don't need any of that just now. Yes, the resource sink. We'll do that one next. All we need to do is get our Get our rods and our plates. Yeah, it's only 18. We can grab them from here though. They haven't gone through yet. Just grab a stack of each. It's perfectly fine. So the advantage of doing it that way is that you don't use all of your resources to make those and end up with nothing on the intermediate level. And send that one off.
Milestone reached. You have been given early access to the Anti-Waste Effort for Stress Testing of Materials on Exoplanets bonus program. Funneling parts into the awesome resource sink, depending on their amount and complexity, will grant you coupons in the awesome store, which can be exchanged for bonus rewards.
I'm trying to figure out where to put
Examples of bonus
it.
content are parts, walls, factory attachments, and cosmetics. Fix It is working hard to
Not
develop
there.
additional options, which will be added to the awesome store in the future.
Yeah, so I need
Go
screws
that
for
extra
that.
kilometer. Go awesome.
No, you haven't used up all my screws yet. I'll take another stack of them, thank you. If I put the awesome shop like down there, that'd be nice. Just, is there a proper front for it? Not really. Okay, well, slap that there. The awesome sink, that being a little bit on the larger side. I mean, yeah, I know I need some more small plates, but that's fine. I could pop it up there, you know, sort of out the way a bit. But anyway, we've not got anything to get rid of just yet. Look at that. This should hopefully fill up. No, it won't. That's using 60 per minute. We're getting 60 per minute. Well, it's fine. I got a feeling we need more of these anyway. How many of those do we need for the awesome sink? Let's have a quick look, shall we? Oh no, we've got enough. We've got enough. Sweet. So we'll move all this around properly later. That might happen. Not before the next one, but before the one after that, I think. So we will need a storage container in order to feed things into it. Well, snap to the grid line. There we go. And you might as well give it the fastest belt you can manage. There. Lovely. Perfect. So, hooking this up to power now. Might as well pop it on there. I do love daisy chain power. So, here we go. We can now sink excess items to make a little bit of cash. That's the closest thing to cash we have. Welcome back, and here we go. Here we go. See, we need to unlock that by researching quartz crystals. Thank you, Update 6, for telling me what I need to do in order to unlock these. It's great. So we've got those, management, of course. We've got wall mounts, floor holes, and we've got the power outlets. I think that needs to be our next one, because we can already use that somewhere anyway. Got your pipeline supports, you've got hypertube supports. See, these come from the mods. And that's mod as well. Conveyor wall mount in your awesome shop. Ah, right, yes. You've got to unlock that before you get those. That makes sense. That makes sense, right? So you've got your double ramps, your inverted ramps, quarter pipes, quarter pipe extension pack. Look at those. Those are awesome, actually, aren't they? The quarter pipes, yes. Yes, that's right. That works perfectly. And walls, you get all your different walls and your gates and your windows. Do you need silica at the MAM? Basic steel production. So yeah, you can see exactly what you need in order to unlock some of these. You've got your architectural components. It's all here. See, catwalks. That would have helped with our little ramp earlier. And you got all your materials. If you have a look at that one, that's Fix It Roofs in the awesome shop. So presumably that's over there somewhere. Specials, your equipment. It's all there. All for us ready to unlock by putting things into the awesome sink. But we're a little bit off that for now. Our rather hideous factory is just going to have to look like that for a bit. Not for very much longer, but it will. So how are we doing? So we've got jump pads we don't particularly need. We can hold off on those. I mean, well yeah, that is quite a significant investment. If you need 50 rotors. And I don't particularly need them. I don't need them. I could unlock this one. I'd need to go off and get another 10 rods, but I could unlock this one. But that's a job for another time. That's a job for another time. I think we've done enough. I really do think we have done enough. So thanks very much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Our empire is growing. Goodbye.